Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Melbourne. Please stand and join us in singing My Soul is Welcome Here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. So is yours. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Right time. My soul is welcome here. Right place. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Father, Mother God, yes, we are here. We are here in this space at this time, giving thanks and praise as we glorify the indwelling Christ, that Christ nature that is within each and every one of us. We thank God, for we know that all souls are welcome here, for we are one. We are one in spirit. We are one in consciousness. And as we go about doing the work that we have been called to do, sharing our gifts and our talents with this community and with the world, we uplift the entire universe in the name and the nature and the power of Jesus, the indwelling Christ. Thank you, God. Amen.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to you here in the sanctuary. Welcome to you who are visiting us online. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be here. I'm Anne Dubois, and I am your host for the morning. So I'll be giving you the announcements, and with a lot of luck and your prayer for me, I'll go through it without more than 3 mistakes. So anyway, welcome. We love it that you're here. We we'd like you to let us know if this is your first time being here. If it is, we have a gift that we would like to give to you. We're all ready to do that, but it looks like everybody here has been here before, so thank you and welcome for being here. The wall explains pretty much, that flyer on the wall says who we are and what we're all about. And so the why do we come together? We love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. Let's say that together, because that's really the basis of why we're here. We love ourselves and others and heal our world. And what we do and how we do it is the 4 lines that are underneath it. One of my favorites is that we connect and collaborate with local organizations. You know, we are not just a little family that comes here, but we reach out into the larger community on an everyday basis with our love and our appreciation and our acceptance of others. So that's what we do, that's who we are, that's why we're here. So welcome, everybody. So now we go on to bless our children who are down the hall in their own classroom. So if you want to warm up your hands so that we can send a loving blessing to them, and you'll see it up on the screen. It says, "We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are." I know if I were 10 years old and were learning the lessons that they're learning, it would have made a huge difference in how I perceived life, but at least I got here in my 30s, right? So, but just, you know, imagine being in a classroom right now where you know, you're learning unity principles and learning how to love one another as ourselves. I think it's a fabulous opportunity. So now we're going to move on into the daily word. And today, Sunday, May 21st, it's about protection. As I practice the presence of God, I feel secure. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God. Omnipotence, omniscience, and omnipresence. It not only is all around me, God is within me. As I take this truth into my heart, I feel calm and secure. The circumstances of the world have no lasting power over me. God is greater and more enduring than anything I may be called to face. I have within me the power to feel God's protecting presence at any time. As I pray, I affirm the strength and power of God are mine to call upon. I can use these divine powers to move beyond that which may scare or intimidate me. In renewed faith and deep security, I move bravely forward. And from 1 John 4:4, the scripture for today is, "The one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." So just take that in. One that is in you is greater than the one in the world. And now we'll have our wonderful friend Juan do the daily word in Spanish. Welcome.
Saludos. ¿Cómo están? La palabra diaria de hoy es protección. Cuando experimento la presencia de Dios, me siento seguro. Solo hay un poder y una presencia en el universo y en mi vida. Dios, omnipotente, omnisciente y omnipresente. No solamente está a mi alrededor, sino que está dentro de mí. Cuando acepto esta verdad, me siento tranquilo y seguro. Los acontecimientos del mundo no tienen ningún poder sobre mí. Dios es más grande y fuerte que cualquier cosa que yo pueda enfrentar. Tengo dentro de mí la capacidad de sentir la presencia protectora de Dios. Cuando oro, afirmo que la fortaleza y el poder de Dios están a mi disposición siempre. Puedo usar estos poderes divinos para afrontar y superar todo aquello que me pueda asustar o intimidar. Con plena confianza y fe renovada, avanzo con valentía. La primera de Juan, capítulo 4, versículo 4 dice: mayor es el que está en ustedes que el que está en el mundo.
Thank you, Juan.
Used to think this world was just as it seems. I went crazy when I tried to change it. But after many years and miles, I finally come to realize I can simply change my mind to rearrange it. And what I believe is true for me. And what I believe is true may not be true for you. I've learned it seems to be is not reality. 'Cause whatever we desire, we will see it. But we can get past this reflection to the mirror of the heart, where our vision of this world is blessed by spirit. And what I believe is true for me. And what I believe is true may not be true for you. Illusion wears me down after a while. Delusion would let me drown in denial. So if everything we see is only a dream, I must wake myself from this hallucination. 'Cause when we come awake, we understand only love remains. And then we bring this love to every situation. So what I believe is there is only love for me. And what I believe is true is there's only love for you. And what I believe
Thank you so much. I love that song. Beautiful. Yes. What I believe might be different from what you believe, but we know it's all our truth. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone? Good. Good. I want to first of all thank every person who gives of their time and their gifts and their talents to make this church what it is, to make it run smoothly, to do the heavy lifting. Of course, we've got our board, we've got our chaplains, we've got LUTs, platform assistants. They all step up and they do this without any financial reward. But the reward comes from within. The reward is the blessings that unfold in ways that they don't even know where the blessings are coming from. Blessings that come without intentional prayer requests. Those things that just happen that you might want to consider to be a coincidence. We've got a lot going on around here right now. And I really want to thank all of those volunteers who have stepped up as we're getting ready for this move. All of the volunteers who step up and serve as greeters as people come in this door. Everyone who helps make Unity of Melbourne what it is. The people who work in youth ministry. The people who work in the hospitality room. They don't get paid. They do it from their hearts. They do these things in a way of sharing their gifts and their talents. Juan and Ariel and Alfredo, who have stepped up and volunteered to share the daily word in Spanish. Doesn't that just warm your heart? I think it's all beautiful. And when we read Matthew, the 5th chapter, the 5th verse in the New International Version of the Bible. We've heard this before. We've heard it many, many times. It's also said sometimes with the very same words in Mark and Luke. In fact, this phrase is also it's in Luke twice. And it says, people do not light a lamp and put it under a bowl or a basket, but instead they put it on a lampstand and they let that light shine. All of these volunteers who I've mentioned are letting their light shine. That light is shining all over this church and this community. Because whatever you do here in this sanctuary, in this building, is magnified and spread all over. Because that love you bring is not confined just to Unity of Melbourne. That love and that light you bring goes all over the world. I don't know how many of you may have read the book in the Bible by Nehemiah. Nehemiah talks about how many hands make work light. Many hands. When the people come together and take on responsibility, this just makes all of the work easier. That's why they have Nehemiah weeks at Unity Village, where people go to the village in Lee Summit, Missouri. They paint, they do all kinds of heavy lifting that sometimes people hire contractors to do. but they do it voluntarily from their hearts. Reverend Therese, who I'm sure most of you know, is very deeply involved with the Nehemiah Project. My dear friend who recently transitioned, Reverend Lawrence Palmer, was another one. Did a lot at the village during Nehemiah weeks. I personally have not gone to do that, but that doesn't mean I don't intend to one day. I will be there for Nehemiah week at the right and perfect time. But you don't have to go to Unity Village because, like I said, there's a lot of work to do right here. Kathy Hoffman can tell you, there's a lot to do in the office. There's even more to do since we're preparing to close out this building and move into our new space, our beautiful new space. I'm not sure if the final agreements have been signed as yet or not, but you're going to love it. I think Randy showed photographs not too long ago of that space. We're actually going to have a little caravan. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here. In July, we're going to invite you all over to just see. And once we get there, there's still going to be opportunities for blessings of you giving of your time and your talents and sharing your gifts as we make it our home. You know, there's a passage in the 9th chapter of Matthew's where Jesus says, after going through towns and villages and healing and praying with people, he said to his disciples, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And this is what we're experiencing right now. I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to joke about it. We've got a wonderful, magnificent bumper crop of blessings. The harvest, our personal harvest, is plentiful, but we need workers to help. We've got magnificent things planned for our congregation for right now, leading up to our move, and especially after our move, and for the next few years beyond. But we have opportunities for people to step up and become part of the team. One thing that I would really like to see happen is, and I've shared this with the chaplains, and I've shared this with Randy, and I'm sharing it with the board. I would love for us, Unity of Melbourne, to go on a pilgrimage, if you want to call it that, to Unity Village for the World Day of Prayer in the year 2025. We can't do it alone. We need a team of people to come together who are willing to make this happen. And we can do it. We got plenty of people here who I know have the skill set, who can make this happen. So I'm going to invite you. I'm going to invite each and every one of you to just think about your gifts, your skills, your talents, and what you can bring to the table. And speaking of tables, right on that back table over there, and if you're online watching with us, please put it in the chat, but we've got the I'm willing cards back there. Grab an I'm willing card. And a few of you have already given those to me, and I truly appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it. But take an I'm willing card on your way out. I believe there's pens on that table. Fill it out. Give your I'm willing card to me or to Randy. And as opportunities arise, we will be calling on you to do whatever it is that you are called to do to help make all of the work that we have ahead of us lighter. You will see that I don't mind, if you don't already know me that well, I don't mind rolling up my sleeves and doing whatever there is to do. I remember when I was working at National Public Radio headquarters in D.C., I had a management position. I didn't have to be at work until 11 in the morning because I worked until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. I got a call one day, like 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. I was just starting to move about. And it was the vice president to whom I reported. There's a flood in the basement. Now, this was many years ago, and everything was on tape. There's a flood in the basement where we have all of the tapes archived. And we need all of the management team, because it's union. We couldn't call union people and say, we need you to do this, because unions, they're protected, and that's fine. I love unions. So the management was called upon to go schlep the tapes out of the wet basement upstairs. I'm management, okay. I got dressed, I went to work. The first thing I saw, the first person I saw was Doug Bennett, who was the president. At that time, he was the president of National Public Radio. He had on those waders, those things that people wear when they go wading out in the water to fish. And he was hauling like vacuum hoses or whatever down to the basement to suction out that water. He was not so important that he would say, no, you let everybody else do that. I'm not doing it. That taught me an extremely valuable lesson. Nobody is too good to do anything when it is necessary to be done. Now, yeah, I got out of my bed and got out of my house much earlier than I normally did. But when I saw Doug Bennett in hip waders, hauling, whatever those things were, I don't even honestly know, but to vacuum that water out, I had no problem whatsoever loading up tapes on a dolly and getting on an elevator and taking them upstairs to where they were safe. And I did it all day long. Now, I'm management. I was not hired to do manual labor. But there is nothing beneath what I would do to make sure that we as a church grow, prosper, and succeed. That means packing boxes and moving boxes if that's what I'm called to do. So I'm just opening up that door and inviting every last one of us to do the same thing. There are lots and lots of people who want to give, but they don't know what to do, and they kind of seem at a loss as to how to go about doing it. We've got the answer for you right here with those I'm willing cards. We've got them right here. And as we get closer and closer to our moving date, we've got more and more opportunities for every last one of you. In Ephesians, the 2nd chapter says this: each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. I don't know what your individual talents and gifts are. You may not be able to do anything more than shred papers that we no longer need. You may not be, thank you, Kathy. Kathy's here every week, and I don't know how many times a week, but she's helping Judy shred all of those documents that have been put into digital form, and we no longer need all of that paper. I wish I could take you to my house, because I got some too. When you get through up here, we'll talk about it. But there's a whole lot more to be done. Barbara Harris and I think Kathy and Judy and some other people went through this entire building taking inventory, counting chairs, and doing a comprehensive sheet that I would have never thought to do. And I thank Randy for coming up with that process. I love working with him because, you know, he's extremely detail oriented, and that is exactly what we need, because I'm not one of those. I'll come up with an idea and how we're going to implement it, and I can draw out a plan, and that's where I'm stopping. Because then it's like, okay, it's going to happen. Randy is the detail person straight from heaven. I love him. I appreciate him. And that's all I'm going to say right now. Right now. There's more. But when we give, we receive a whole lot more than we put out. We've got chaplains who are available to pray anytime and anywhere. They do hospital visits, hospice visits. Our LUTs work a lot harder than you think they do in preparing for and teaching these classes. Our platform assistants, they don't just walk in and pull that up and read it. They prepare. Working to help this church grow is something that we can all do. Because if we all just do a little bit, it all gets done a lot faster. It all gets done a lot easier. And A Course in Miracles teaches us when we give from our hearts, we immediately receive the benefit of a sense of joy and a sense of accomplishment and a contentment. And it's just like if you're going to do something in your own house, like if you're at home and you have a paint party, your friends come over and they all help paint your house, just make sure you've got friends who know what they're doing when they're painting your house. Because I love to do that, but I usually end up with more paint on the floor and myself than I do on the wall, but the walls are gorgeous when I finish. A Course in Miracles also tells us that God extended himself as a volunteer, if you will, in creating us, in creating each and every one of us. Let's face it, the world is here as a product of an act of love, an act of giving. And as extensions of that love, we are empowered to be the Christ and following that still small voice that leads us to do all that we are empowered to do. Now, we do a lot in the community, but most of what we do in the community is financial. But it's time for us to roll up our sleeves and take care of our homes. I'm not scolding anybody, because I'm sure everybody here and online knows what's going on, at least sees the results of what's going on. But you don't always know that it's the same people doing the heavy lifting all the time. So we're opening up the doors, and we want to bless you with the opportunity to be a part of this magnificent journey that we're on. We are all on this journey together, but we're inviting you to take ownership and really, really be a part of it on a deeper level and a more fulfilling level, something that really, really warms your heart because you know that you did it. You know that you are a part of it. Proverbs tells us a lot. In the book of Proverbs, there's several passages and verses. I'm just going to share two with you. because I love them all, but I'm only going to share two. I'm not going to bore you, I don't think. The 11th chapter, 25th verse in Proverbs. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Again, you don't know where the blessings are going to come from. You don't even have to ask for them. Things will just unfold for you. And the second one, the generous will themselves be blessed. You are blessed on a much deeper level when you just give. Share your gifts with the world. Share your gifts and your talents with your Unity of Melbourne family. We certainly appreciate you, we love you, and we behold you as the Christ that we know you are. And I'm going to leave you with an affirmation. Let's read it together. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. Let's do it again. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. God bless you.
Skies are blue. In the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away up on the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, and some we're over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly. They fly over the rainbow. Why, oh then why can't I? rainbows melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find me. And somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. They fly over the rainbow. Why, oh then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly over the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Okay, so now as we prepare for meditation, I invite you to just put your feet flat on the floor. And as we give thanks for that beautiful, beautiful duet by mother and daughter, take a few moments to just breathe, breathe, breathe. And relax your body, relax every muscle of your body. With your feet flat on the floor, nothing in your hands and holding nothing on your lap. Just feel the presence of God. Feel the peace that is God. Feel the comfort of knowing that God is ever present, and knowing that the essence of God is within. Feel that connection between you and the Christ within. And focus your attention on your heart space. That golden sun space, that space where love abides. And now, I invite you to open your heart and open your mind to the mighty presence of God and this pure Christ light that emanates from within. It comes into your crown chakra and it moves and radiates down into your heart space and throughout your body. And that light bursts forth through every muscle, every fiber, every sinew of your body. And feel this great light intensify in every cell, and know that you are the light. You are the light of the world. Now, in this total awareness of your Christ light, silently repeat these words to yourself. I am a child of the light. I am a child of the light. We are all children of the light. I love the light. I choose to serve in the light. I am maintained and sustained by the light of God. We are all maintained and sustained by the light of God. I bless the light that I am. We bless the light that we are. This is our truth. In this awareness, I shine my Christ light on the world. I shine my Christ light on everyone. And together we shine our Christ light on all cares and concerns, especially those of individuals in this congregation, on Valerie, Rodney, Fred, and all others who are coping with and dealing with challenges. We bless each individual and we hold a high watch, affirming that all prayers, spoken and unspoken, are answered. Claiming and affirming divine order, strength, peace, healing, and comfort on all levels. Amen and amen.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us
you feeling blessed? You know, we want to soak it in. I mean, that was a fabulous talk we heard and a fabulous meditation. So we want to take a moment to be grateful, you know, to take it in. Like, we are here. Those of you online, you're taking it in as well. And so we are absolutely blessed by our musicians. Thank each and every one of you. We've got quite a family thing going on here, which I absolutely love. This is just a great next generation. Thank you so much. We're blessed by your being here. Each one of us makes a difference. And as Reverend Vernell was talking about, it's like one way to really feel like you belong is by participating. And so I'm going to mention that we do have a potluck happening after church today. You're welcome to come whether you brought food to share or not. We would like to have you come, get to know us, get to know, you know, people around you. So that's happening right after the service in our hospitality area. So this is the time when we have an empty basket right up front, and that's where you can put your donation. And we have a full basket up here also, where you can take as many affirmations as you feel serves you today. Okay? So, but before we take your donation, let's just say our prosperity affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am grateful. So if you would like to come on forward with your offerings, we'll have some music from our music team. Thank you.
Stand and join us for I'm So Grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around. So grateful,
Bless the offering. Bless the offering. Wow. Oh, Father, Mother God, as we bless these gifts, these offerings, these tithes, we bless everyone, every individual who steps up to give of their time, their tithe, and their talent for this unity community. But we see this community growing throughout all of Melbourne, blessing everyone who lives and drives through and visits this gorgeous town.
Praise God.
Thank you, God, for all blessings seen and unseen, and for all of the divine order that it continues to unfold minute by minute and day by day. Amen.
So I did already mention that today is a potluck, and we're going to be doing it every third Sunday of the month. So if you're not able to stay today, just mark it on your calendar for next month, and that'll give you time to make something and bring something and plan to stay a little longer. So hope you can stay today, but if not, next week. Yes, sir?
Are there like certain things you're supposed to bring?
No, whatever you want.
Whatever. And you're welcome to join us even.
Yes, but come today and just enjoy, okay? Because it is really the fellowship that, we have in our heart. You won't find it in a bowl. It's the love in our heart and getting to know one another that we really have as our underlying purpose, to get to know each other. We've got chaplains here today. We've got myself, we've got Chris, we've got Pat. If you would like to pray individually with any one of us, you're welcome to do so after the service. There are ways to participate during the week. On Saturday at 10 a.m. on Zoom, we've got our licensed Unity teacher Paulette Mason and our congregant Angela Victor, who run the Saturday Cafe. So you're welcome to tune in anytime. There is a sign-up sheet in the back that will, you give us your name and we'll give you the information of how to link up with that. And I, have heard such great things go on, like it's not a predetermined script. It's just kind of like you generating the conversation. So it's a way to participate. Reverend Vernell is offering A Course in Miracles with a Unity twist on Tuesdays, and that is also on Zoom, and that is at 7 o'clock. And again, there's more information at the back table where you can find out, what you need to do to be able to get the correct Zoom and participate. So, we have on our website that Randy has put together for us. Thank you, Randy, bringing us into the 21st century. Lots of information, and we have it now called the latest news. And so it's ways to engage and participate. And so, it's just something to check out, because what Reverend Vernell talked about in her service today is that being of service is what fills your heart. We get when we give. So recognize that it's all about our interaction and getting to know one another. So thank you. And then I want to, remind us all really that unity is based on prayer. Myrtle and Charles Fillmore started this prayer ministry over 125 years ago. And we really know that prayer works. We can contact Silent Unity. There's a phone number that will come up at some point, and you can jot it down if you don't already know what it is. And they're open 24/7. If you've got a prayer need, please take advantage of that. because letting it sit on your heart doesn't necessarily heal it. Praying with somebody else sometimes helps us move things along. So if you have a prayer request, we do have a box in the back that's got a slit on the top. You can write your prayer down, and it will be prayed upon here by the chaplains for 30 days, and then we will send it on to Silent Unity, where it will be prayed on for another 30 days. So just know that it's an ongoing process, that we really do believe prayer works. When we're clear and we put it out to the universe, it comes back to us tenfold, right? So now I'm going to say the prayer for protection and have you join with me. And
The light
of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
And now, I invite you to remain standing as we affirm the truth of our own divinity. I am the light of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Amen.
Thank you so much for being here.